Hey traders, market update time. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Hey traders, I've just recorded the video walking you through all the details and steps to the blast off trading system. You're going to absolutely love this. To get access to this blast off trading system, click on the box above that says blast off trading system to get access to it now. Alright, hey traders, hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend, guys. And I really do mean that. Some people just say that, but I really do mean that. I hope you really had a good weekend. I think times, guys, when you are trading, it's important to get away and have some fun and enjoy time away from the charts. Clear your mind and get ready for another big week. I think it's important that we actually continue doing that. Moving forward into the markets, guys, what's really going on with these markets here? Dow Jones pretty much another sideways day. Not really much happening. It didn't break down, didn't break up. Nothing really much happened on there. So on the Dow Jones. So for me, guys, I still do have. I'll get to that in a minute. But the Dow Jones, not much going on there. S&P looks like it's trying to break up. So you can see we did come down. We bounced off this trend line through here. Let me see if I can just make that make that like a bright blue. All right, so you can see how it did come down. It bounced off that trend line, and now we're sort of rallying back up, and we're sort of holding around these highs here. As you can see, these highs up the top here is where the market is having a lot of problems up the top here, and all this sort of level through here, which is around that sort of 2,207 mark. So we're definitely squeezing up into this triangle pattern once again. Now, this is an ascending triangle that is forming right now. Generally speaking, this is a bullish signal, but here is the big but there, and there's a big but there. The breakout that normally comes with this is generally where the market is likely to run to, at least for the short term. So where I see this going right now, guys, is I liking into this triangle pattern. So wherever the breakout goes, it's likely to go from, if I bring up this here, actually no, let me just delete that. Let me just make that a parallel trend line. And what you do is on these ascending triangle patterns, you go from the top up there, where the actual, if you look at this overall big triangle pattern, where does the triangle actually start where that there? So it actually starts down the bottom here, but you can see this is the top up here with this trend line. So you measure from the bottom to the top, and if we do get a breakout, if we get a breakout, say there, and I'm using this on a conservative basis, I like to bring this down, and you can see how I just brought the bottom of this line, which is the exact same line through there to there, as you can see, and I bring this bottom of this line point through here, and I bring it down to the bottom of this trend line. So if this is the breakout here, then I bring this breakout here, and this is a conservative. If you want to be more aggressive, you can actually say, okay, measure from there to there, that's where it's likely to go, but I like to be a bit more conservative, so from there to there. If we do break out from there, then we have I reckon say an 80% chance of it running back up and having a good, say, 2% move to the high side. If we do break down, which it still can, if it does break down, then we're likely to actually go down through there, which is interesting, which is this previous support level. And you can see just below that, which is also that level through there. So I would say if you did bring that down through there to there, you can see how it goes right inside of this support level through here. So really interesting times, guys, coming up right now. Where is the breakout going to happen? Is it going to be up? Is it going to be down? No one knows, but that's what's forming right now on the actual on that pattern there. So I'm going to leave that there right now so I can use that when it breaks out. When it does break out, I'll be placing my trade, or I'll be placing a trade on the S&P, so on and so forth. Looking on the Dow Jones, what do we see? We continue seeing this big overall channel. As you can see, right, we're in this still in this big overall channel on the Nasdaq, and we continue to rise. We have this gap here that I do believe will be filled, and we can just continue to rise with the Nasdaq. So let me go over and show you what I see on the weekly chart with all these different charts here. So if I go to the Dow Jones, once again, the Dow Jones, you can see rallying up. if the Dow Jones on this weekly chart does fall down, there's a lot of white space down to around 18,500, and that's where I believe if we do start to break the low, we can actually get that sort of move coming into the market, so we can see that sort of drop off coming. If it does start to rally, if the breakout, like I was showing on the daily chart, if the breakout is to the downside, looking on the S&P 500, same thing. We rally down, but the market does break down. We have a lot of support around the 2,200 level. So if it does break down, then that's where it's likely to break down to. But you know what, guys? As I said before, that it may even just, I'm not saying it's going to break down, but it could just break. It could have a nice good break above that trend line and just run another 2 or 3% to the high side. We don't know where the breakout's going to be, and that's where it is. It is a bullish. This ascending triangle formation is a bullish signal, but you just don't know where it's going to be. And same for this Nasdaq. You can see once again this Nasdaq is nicely just extended and moved to the high side. Really, really weird sort of formation this is. It really is weird. And sometimes when you're looking at the charts, you're like, what's really going on here? And so you can see this. It's like, oh, that's pretty weird, isn't it? So let me go over and show you a few other ones here. Let me go over and show you what's happening with the VIX. I'm actually out of the VIX altogether now, guys. If you guys didn't, well, a few weeks ago I said that just completely got out of the VIX, and I'm no longer in the VIX anymore. Transportation average, not much going on through there. You're looking at, once again, guys, it's really just very ugly pattern here, very, very ugly pattern. Not really much going on there, but if you do your funky dunky trend lines, you can see once again you're also getting a bit of a triangle pattern formation happening as well too on the Russell 3000. And also the Russell 2000, you can see that we're getting sort of a flag formation through here, but we're getting this sort of formation through here. So where's this going to break out? I don't know, but if it does break up, we could see some movement to the high side. If we do break down, break down through here, then we could see a nice drop, another 5 or 6% drop to the downside. So I'm actually ready for that, guys. If it does start to break to the downside, you better believe I'm going to be all over that like a fat kid loves cake. So, and let me bring up to the DAI. So the DAI, guys, I still actually have right now. I still have overall. I have an entry for the long side, as you guys know. I'm still waiting for it to see if it does break up to the high side, and I also have a bearish setup as well too. Now my bearish setup, as you can see here, you can see that this market it had a run up. It didn't create a new high, so I didn't get triggered to my long entry, and I didn't even get triggered to my short entry. So nothing happened on Friday for me. Just pretty much a nothing day. What I am doing now, guys, is I'm bringing my order in a bit closer now. Now, what I mean by that is this, is actually, you know what? No, I'm just looking at this chart here. No. So once it starts to break these new lows through here, guys, I'm going to be triggered. I actually have a contingent order with an option. That means when it breaks a new low, I'm going to say, okay, get me filled on this certain option, and this is what I'm happy to pay for it, and so on and so forth. And some of those options, I'm just saying, look, I'm just happy to buy at market. I know I'm getting them filled at the worst price, but I believe, as I said before, when you look on the daily chart, once you look on the daily chart, and even the weekly chart really shows this, if we start to close below this level, we could see a nice 5 or 6% drop to the downside, and I would say pretty quickly as well too. So really, really, really interesting times to see what's going on through there. So there we go, guys. That's my little update on the Dow Jones, all the markets through there. That's what we're seeing right now. Where's this breakout going to be? Is it going to break out to the high side? Is it going to break out to the downside? There's a lot of things that's happening right now in this markets. And I do know that there's a few people still calling for this market to crash. I was one of those people, and all I say is that when this breaks, it's going to be hard. Hey, thanks for watching. If you'd like to get more free education about trading, then click on the box that says free trading course. This is a free trading course. It goes for around 12 hours long. It's about 12 videos long. Covers everything from chart reading, mindset, trading systems, money management, trade management, everything you need to get yourself ahead in the markets. And if you'd like to get my help personally, then click on the box that says get John's help, and you'll be able to see how you can get my help personally. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. And remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action. and face your fears today.